Hey guys, welcome to another episode by Cake Crusaders. This video I'm going to be showing you how to make little Sesame Street party boxes or favor boxes. So I'll be showing you two different parts. I'm going to show you first part is how I put it all together, and the second part I'll actually show you how I made these printables so that you can print them out and do them yourself if you ever want to or whatever. So yeah, stay tuned for that at the part of the video. So what you'll need is your popcorn box or your favor box, whatever type of box you want to use, and your printables, which you'll find in the link in the description box below, both of them. And you need pop dots, which you're going to stick on your printable so that it looks like it's raised up. So like this one here, where it's actually raised up. And the other thing that I also supply is little tags. It just says, thanks for celebrating with me, love, Cody, which is my son's my son's name. And then you just need some string, and you just need to punch a hole, which I am not happy with because I tore it, so I might think about putting it somewhere else, and your string too. So before I forget, in the second part of the video I'll actually show you how you can customize and put your kids' names on there. That's what I was trying to say, sorry, before. So you just put your own kids' names in there. So we have 9 children now coming, and I have customized each one for them. Yeah, alright, so let's get started. So all you need to do is to pop your pop dots on at the back of each image. Obviously remove the backing because they're double-sided. Line it up and stick it down. You're then going to need your whatever glue that you're going to use. I like to use it's like a glue tape runner, and it just runs right across like so. I get mine from the craft store. It costs $2 for 2, so it's very cheap. And then I'm just going to glue that, stick that on top like so. And voila, very quick and easy. Next one I'll show you. Pop your image where you want it to go. Take your name. And stick it down. And there you go. So I'm going to keep going. I'll show you. There's the Sesame Street one too, and then you have the Grouch also, which I'm going to keep going with. So stay tuned, and I'll show you exactly what I've actually put into each favor box too. Alright, so stay tuned for that. Thanks guys. Guys, this is part 2 of the Sesame Street party favors or party boxes. So the software that I use is a software called Silhouette software. It is a software that you can download for free. Here it is over here. So you just need to go to silhouetteamerica.com /software. I will link in the description box below. So all you need to do is to download the software. So Silhouette America have a cutting machine that helps cut all your craft papers. That's what I use to cut out all my decorations and printables, etc. But in this case, you guys will obviously be cutting by hand, so I wouldn't stress too much about the machine part.
But what is great is that it has the software included, and you can actually just download your software for free. And so all you need to do is to download your software, click onto whichever computer you have, if it's a Mac or Windows, download it. Once you've done that, you will then set it up like you would normally do a setup, and you'll be brought to this main screen. So this is what your cutting mat looks like. Now we're not going to worry about that because you're not going to be doing any cutting because you don't have a cutting machine. I'm just going to be showing you how to make the printables yourself. So first of all, this is the paper size that it has set as it's the automatic setup, which is a 12 by 12, but we're actually going to change this to a normal paper size. So all you need to do is to go onto your right hand side over here, and that is the design page setting, and you're going to click down and you're going to go all the way to A4. So this is a standard size printing paper. Alright, so that being said, we then are going to download our images. So all I did was I went to Google and I typed in Sesame Street logo, and I went into images and I just pretty much found whichever one I liked, and I think I actually went for this one. Because the printables are going to be quite small, you don't need to worry too much about the quality of the image, but in most cases you will. So in this case we're actually going to go with this one, and the quality is actually pretty good. It's 1100 by 1800 pixels, which is what you want. Anything that's over 500 is ideally a good quality clip art. Okay, so all you're going to do is you're going to click onto that. You're then going to right click and you're going to save your image. So save it to your desktop or wherever you want to. Once you've done that, you're then going to import it, and all you're going to do is on the left hand side you're going to click on your library. You will probably won't have all of these, so you just will go, so from library you would then just go right click and add a new folder and name it Sesame Street, which is what I've already done here. So wherever your clip art is, you're just going to take it and you're going to drag it to where it says your name, and it's automatically going to upload it over here. Okay, so once you've done that, you're then going to find your image, which we're going to go with this one here, and there it is there. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is, if you have a look here, when you actually click onto your image, you can see that there is a box around your image. Now, when you see the measurements on the side here, 2 inches and 3 inches, it's actually measuring from here to here, which is not what we want. We want it to be measuring from here to here so we can get the exact measurements of how big your printable is going to be. So what we're going to do is pretty much just delete all of the space that's around the actual clip art. So to do that, we're going to go over here and we're going to go to trace window, and we're going to select trace. You're then going to go from the top left and you're going to click and drag until you have covered your whole image. So once you've done that, we're going to take off your high pass filter and we're going to go to the threshold, and we're going to keep going all the way until you see how it is completely yellow. In this case it'll be 100. Sometimes it won't be 100. Once you've done that, we're then going to hit trace and detach. We're then going to take our image, move it here, and then if you see over here, there's all the little bits and pieces. So we're just going to highlight that and delete. So let's just make sure there's nothing else. Yep. Okay, so when you click onto that, it is now showing that it is 1 inch by 3 inches. Okay, so now however big you want to make your printable is up to you, but in this case I'm just going to drag it slightly bigger, and I'm just going to show you how I actually did it. So once you've done that, we're then going to go over to text box and find the text or the font that you want to use. In this case I'm just going to use Berlin Sans, and then I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to type in Cody. Okay, I'm then going to click onto it. I am going to fill in the color, so let's just make it white. And then I want to make sure that you see how around each little font there's a red border. We want to change that red border to white, because when you pop it on here it's going to be red too. So we want to go here where it says line color window, and we're going to change that to white. I'm then going to drag my image on top, and then you just resize it to whatever size you want. Okay, and there we go. And then all you do, so then you can, so before you do that part, you can right click and you can duplicate as many times as you want to. Once you've popped on your font or your name and you're happy with exactly where it's going to be, you're then going to highlight it again and you're going to group it. So at the bottom left hand corner here it says group, and you're going to group it, which means that when you drag this whole image it stays together. Whereas if you didn't group it and it was like that, if you taked it and dragged it, you see how the font doesn't go with it. Okay, so it's always a good idea to highlight it and group it together. And there we go. And then you can pretty much customize all your decorations with your kids' names on them. Alright, so the other thing that I made was I popped the pictures or the face of each character, and what I did was, once again you can go to Google and you can just type in whatever it is, character heads. Let's just see what that does. Alright, and I remember that I couldn't find anything that I really liked, so all I did was went to a website called etsy.com, and I just went over here and I went Sesame Street. Just see, I can't remember what exactly I put in. I think it was Sesame Street clip art. And there we go. And then I think I purchased one of these. I don't know which ones it was. So you, whichever one you want. So you purchase your image. Okay, you download it. You do the exact same thing. You drag it into your folder, which is what I did here. And once you've done that, you then can double click, and it will actually, once you double click, it opens up to a new page. So all I do is I right click, I cut, and I go to my area where I'm working and then paste it there. Okay, so once again it's doing the exact same thing where it's actually got a border around it. So the first thing I do is I normally trace it, make sure the whole image is pretty much been highlighted, and there he is there, and delete all that stuff that's there. Okay, and then I resize it to whichever size that I want my image to be, and then I did that for all the characters. And then all I did was, once I had all the names on and I have all my little decorations, obviously if you can't put them all into one page you would do it separately. So in this case, for instance, we had all of these, so let's just say they are all there, and we had small bees, spin it around, save paper, yeah, okay, etc, etc. So all you do is you go to File, Print, and you find your printer, and then you hit Print. Okay, and then you will actually print out this, and then you would cut out each one and stick it onto your party decorations. Alrighty, so it is quick and easy and so simple to make your own decorations, guys. I cannot stress this enough, how easy it is for you guys to do yourself. So you don't even have to do this. You can, for any type of theme, you can make your own decorations. Yeah, so it's just a matter of pretty much tracing it, cutting it, and just editing a little bit of your clip art, and then popping it on here, and then printing it out. Alright, that is it. So I hope this was helpful to you guys and made it a little bit more sense. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Yeah, I'm happy to help with any questions you guys might have. Yeah, so please do me a favor and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, send me a comment if there's any questions you might have, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.